9 types of fruits and vegetables that can be grown from scrap. Hey everybody, welcome to Luna Kava Kava. In this YouTube channel, we'll talk about natural remedies for common ailments, natural homemade products for your self-care routine, and other topics related to living a frugal and sustainable lifestyle. This channel will also show you different DIY tips and tell you about key ingredients to look for in your favorite brands and products. To learn more about cost-efficient health tips and ideas on how to create a sustainable and environmentally friendly household, or stay in the loop about common household items and brands that promote sustainability, make sure to click that subscribe button. Growing vegetables and fruits from scrap is great. It is fun, inexpensive, and it's a great experience. Grow your own vegetables when you have one tasty one to start with and you want more of it. You can grow in limited yard spaces, no yard at all, or in large yards. For some seeds and regrow, you can keep them in a dormant stage until they are ready to be planted outside when the ground is not solid hard and it is soft. Getting ready to plant outside in the spring or early fall is the best. Choose organic when you can. Most fruits and vegetables are treated with growth retardant unless it is organic. One of the many advantages of growing your own food is that you save money from buying plants or seeds. Your fruits and vegetables will grow without any chemicals in your food, pesticides, or synthetic fertilizer. Save money, lower your carbon footprint, divert foods from landfills, and start a new garden from scrap. If you have pets, make sure your food garden is not accessed by your home pets. Things you might need to help grow from scrap. You will need a glass jar, bowl, or a basket. Green onions, garlic, scallions, chives, and other onions. This is probably the easiest vegetable to regenerate and regrow from scrap. You can regrow in water all year long as you keep the water clean or transfer them outside. Good news, these vegetables will come back every year. If you're in the middle of winter and the soil is frozen hard, these scraps can be put away in a dry, cool place until early spring. You can slowly collect them until you have plenty to plant. Squirrels and other garden visitors are not fond of onions, so these vegetables work well as a deterrent. Trim green onions and chives as needed and leave the base intact to regrow. Celery. Celery is another common vegetable in most kitchens, and it is another easy-to-grow vegetable from scrap. It regenerates quickly, so it is very satisfying to watch it grow. Keep about 2 inches from the base in shallow water or suspend it in toothpicks from the top of a jar. Keep the water clean and watch the celery grow. Celery is a biennial plant. Good news is that celery is cold resistant, so transplant your plant outside early spring and it will do fine. Lettuce, cabbage, bok choy, spinach, and other leafy green. Cut about 2 inches from the base and plant it directly in soil or leave in water for a week before transferring to dirt. Like most vegetables, it needs water regularly. Lettuce and cabbage like colder weather. For lettuce, pick the leaves you will eat and leave the base. It will regrow more leaves. Cabbage can be ornamental, so pick a spot where you can showcase and especially the darker leaves in the fall. Carrots and other roots alike. Keep about an inch from the carrot base for regrowth. Keep in water to regenerate or plant it directly in soil. Carrots are biennial and you will not see carrots every year. You will know there is a carrot, the carrot will surface from the soil and you'll be able to see it. It takes 60 to 80 days for carrots to be ready from seeds. Every variety is different to keep a close eye on the plant. It's okay to pick them early when they're not fully grown than to wait too long when they're likely to rot depending on your soil and temperature. Pineapple. Cut about half an inch from the top and remove about another inch of leaves from the base. Allow for it to air dry for up to 3 days before growing in water and roots will regenerate soon after. You can transfer to soil after that. Depending on your climate, the pineapple top will grow and look great, but it will likely not give you a pineapple fruit. Pineapple needs to grow outside with plenty of sunshine and tropical weather. It is a nice plant to add to your collection and fun to grow from scratch. What do you do with the extra pineapple? Start giving them away to friends. Everybody loves a free plant and it is more sustainable than giving store-bought cut flowers. Ginger, turmeric, and other rhizome. Ginger is a rhizome and it grows sideways. The plant is so tranquil and pretty. Once it takes off and they are happy where they are at, it might seem like they won't stop growing. Ginger generally likes indirect sun and water. Pick ginger roots with visible roots. Most fruits and vegetables are treated with growth retardant unless they are organic. If they are not organic, you can soak them in water overnight to wash off the chemical. Potato and sweet potato. Look for eyes or shoots. These are ready to grow and regenerate. Plant in soil 4 inches in dirt. Potatoes can make a nice indoor vine. Sweet potatoes can be grown in water all year long in a water garden environment. Keep in a cute glass container with rocks and charcoal to keep the water fresh. Keep fishes in the water if you wish. Dark glass might hide dirt better than clear glass, but you will have to clean the vessel regularly regardless. Keep your water garden in indirect light, bright and cool place. Keep in mind that the sweet potato vine is reddish in color. It will start out as green and will turn red. This is a beautiful red vine addition to your home. It is lush and beautiful and fast growing. Once it gets started, it grows fast. So be ready with proper vine support if needed, or hang your plant vessel or container high up to display the vine, or find the most appropriate display to showcase your potato vine. Mint, basil, cilantro. Herbs can regenerate roots when submerged in water. Keep in a warm place and keep the water clean. Regrow fruits and vegetables from seeds. So many fruits and vegetables can be easily grown from seeds. Among the most common are melon, cantaloupe, watermelon, squash, tomato, cucumber. If you're not ready to plant outside, keep the dry seeds in a cool, dark place until you're ready to plant them. To prepare the seeds, scoop out the seeds from the pulp and try to clean out any leftover pulp around it. Allow for seeds to dry before planting them in shallow solid and water regularly. Strawberry and dragon fruit seeds are very small in size, but they can equally be grown from seeds. Basil and mint. Clear any leaves at least 2 inches from the base. Make sure that the base is healthy and then clear leaves necessary to promote roots to grow. Keep the basil cutting in water in a clear glass jar or glass. Keep the water clean by changing the water often. You can keep basil or mint indoors in water if you wish. Allow for roots to be at least 2 inches long before transplanting to soil. Vegetable stock. Another way to reuse and repurpose vegetables is by making your own stock. If you don't have enough vegetables or don't have the time right now to make your stock, cut them into smaller pieces, put in a container and freeze them. Keep adding to the container until it's full or you are ready to make the stock. You will extract all the nutrients from vegetables, and you want to prefer to use organic vegetables to avoid unwanted consumption of synthetic chemicals, pesticides, growth retardant, fertilizers, etc. Try using every part of the vegetables, like mushroom stems, cleaned and scrubbed carrot tops, the chewy part of asparagus, onion skin, celery tops, tomatoes that were too close to going bad, funnel tops, veggie skin, corn cob, eggplant, green leaves, green beans, zucchini, squash, herbs, bell pepper tops and seeds, and more. Avoid broccoli and Brussels sprouts that might add bitterness. Dump your frozen or fresh vegetable scrap to a pot large enough to hold plus water. Add water until it is almost full but allow room from the top. Scraps should float in the water. Bring to a boil and simmer for at least 30 minutes to 60 minutes. Strain out stock, leave in the fridge for up to 3 days or freeze for a month. Compost. Composting fruits and vegetables is a great way to divert from landfills and should be the last resource. There are multiple ways to compost depending on your time and yard availability. Depending on where you live, you can outsource composting services. If you have space in your yard, you can compost in your yard. Keep a bin in your kitchen. Once full, take it outside to a proper compost pile. Traditional composting requires turning compost every 4 to 5 weeks. Compost takes from a few weeks to 2 years to compost. It helps if compost is chopped into smaller pieces. You can bury compost or keep an underground compost system. Dig a hole and slowly fill it up. Slowly cover it up and fill up the hole, and once done, start another hole. The bury compost method is convenient, no smell, nothing to toss or turn around, but it attracts curious animals and pets alike that will love to rummage through your compost pile. You don't want to bury compost or it will be exposed by being dug out by wildlife or pets. A good alternative is an underground compost bin or a bin with a hollow bottom buried to the top, leaving a few inches from the top and allowing for the lid to close. This is also known as an in-ground worm farm composter. When choosing your method of composting, do some research on what you're comfortable doing and what your schedule allows. Be mindful that composting is messy, smelly, and takes up time. In the end, it will lower your carbon footprint, deter excess waste from landfills, and enrich your soil with nutrients. Choose between so many forms of composting: traditional hot composting, tumbler hot composting, worm farm, or vermicomposting. They all require water to stay moist, and you will have to deal with maggots, flies, and such for that matter. Composting is promoting decomposition of organic matter for a greater good. Start small before you commit large batches. Have a system. Separate piles for compost that will definitely stink. A pile for used coffee grounds, used tea tends to ferment or get moldy quickly. A pile for scraps intended to regrow later, or stick to one main thing to compost. Try different things that you're able to sustain easily. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future content. While you're here, check out this playlist of my top 10 videos of eco-friendly gifts. Go out for a walk and soak up some sunshine, drink water and get plenty of sleep, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.